Oh no! How dare you? Stop being a bitch.
What's up, Lemonheads? What's up, Achilles? Are you frozen? Oh, okay. You were just making that face. You tricked me, bro. You tricked me.
No, man. The internet is humming today, so let's keep this going before it craps out on me.
Let's do it, bro. Yo, what episode is this? 8? 9?
I don't know.
We just started and I already lost count. But it's season 7. We're on episode 8 or 9. We'll figure that out a little later. But welcome to the Evening Juice with Lemon City Live. I'm your boy Fungus. That's Achilles Carminati, also known as hashtag Duncan Listened. We'll get into what that means a little later. And if you're watching, you might be watching on Facebook, you might be watching on Twitch, or you might also be watching on the 5 Reasons YouTube network. Shout out to 5 Reasons for hosting our show as well. You can follow us at Lemon City Live on Twitter, and you can also follow at 5 Reasons Sports on Twitter. Go ahead and give them a follow. They've been super busy lately with all the Heat acquisitions and such, which, speaking of the Heat, we're finally doing a show when there's not a Heat game.
For the first time, I think, ever since we started with 5 Reasons.
Yes, since we started with 5 Reasons, this is literally the first time that there's no Heat game. So shout out to the Heat for taking the night off for us. We appreciate it.
They did it for us specifically. They planned out their schedule.
It had to happen. They were like, man, yo, we're shitting on those Lemon City guys, man.
And they love us so much.
We should take a night off, maybe, so we can watch the show, because they're fans of the show as well, you know.
Of course, everyone knows that on every road trip or whatever, they all huddle around one person's computer and watch our show. That's a fact.
Exactly. Whose computer would that be?
I don't even know who's on this team anymore.
We got a bunch of new guys, right?
In the past, it would have been the anti-Semitic guy, but thank God he's gone. But he was a computer guy, so it would have been him. But Jimmy strikes me like he has like a computer, like a MacBook from like 2007 still. He strikes me as that kind of guy.
And it somehow still works.
Barely. It's like one of those things where like you have to like hold the charger right. Yeah. And you got to do like a certain way to turn it on to make sure it works good.
He uses it to give him his rebounds when he's shooting. He just props it up there under the basket. Yep. Oh, God. What do you think those guys watch, man? What do you think?
Like, they watch all the stuff that we watch, man. They're, you know. Mm-hmm. I know most people don't believe it, but athletes are overall just regular people. They're a little different, but at the end of the day, they're just, you know, dudes and dudettes, man.
I don't believe it. What have you been watching lately, Achilles?
I've just been trying to catch up. Like, I finally watched Queen's Gambit was good.
Yo, I gotta catch up on that shit.
Yeah. WandaVision was cool.
Yeah, I heard Queen's Gambit was fucking awesome, though.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch it. Oh, yeah. Danny likes our scarves. There we go.
So many, I know. I copied you, and like I added 2 more because before there was just not enough coverage space. So I think I finally nailed it where it's almost 100% coverage.
Nice.
I got like 20 more, bro. Like if I need to like do a whole room, I can.
Mm-hmm. Yours looks more like put together. I think my camera angle is just a little weird. Let me see if I can fix it. All right, that looks a little better. I just had to hit the hydraulics. Yeah, dude. So you caught up on WandaVision? You watched Justice League?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it? Did you hate it?
I don't care, man. I just don't care enough. Like some of the Flash stuff was cool. Some of the what do you call it? Cyborg stuff was cool. But not the same. Like, and I guess I hadn't seen the original since it came out in theaters.
Yeah.
So on top of that, like there were some things I was like, okay, I don't remember that, but overall it was just like, okay, it's just another movie. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's the Dark Knight. Like I don't know what it is about those DC movies, man, that I just I don't like. I even went back and I was like, all right, let me watch Batman versus Superman. I watched Man of Steel. Let me watch. Like I tried to like start it, and I was just like, again, it wasn't that it was bad. I just didn't care.
Exactly.
And you know, there's Marvel movies I've seen like 5 times over. You know what I mean? I go back to them; they're awesome. But these movies, they're just like.
I wonder why that is. I maybe they should have built around Nolan's Batman universe. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
Because those are great. People love those. Like if those are on TV and I'm flipping, which I mean nobody really flips anymore, you know. But if those are on, I'll watch it. You know, it's one of those.
Yeah, but to ask people to make movies at the level of Nolan is not fair.
That's true. That's true. And he said he wasn't going to do anymore, right?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he's done. Like I saw that he was the producer on like all the other DC stuff, but I don't think he's going to like actually start the universe thing.
Yeah.
And listen, they were just super late to the game.
They were.
Everything that they could have done was already done. Like, and then they did it backwards, which sucked on top of that. Like,
and they did it too fast, dude.
Yeah, it was.
They didn't build it correctly, like the Heat.
Yeah.
Like the Dolphins are doing.
Like the Panthers
did. That's right, bro.
Maybe Marvel. I don't know. We'll see.
Miami's not a DC universe, bro. We're Marvel.
Oh, no.
We're Marvel.
It's the Marvel universe.
We built it correctly. That's right. Oh, that's great, man. We'll get into our local teams in a second. You know, we like to talk shit for a little bit first. How's your bracket doing?
Oh, Bama's out, so it's done for.
That's true. You picked Bama. You and my brother. I think my brother is still in first place in the league, but
I would still
his projected points are just garbage.
Exactly. Yeah. I was still like after they lost, I was still like number 2 or 3, but I had like 10 more points possible or something stupid like that.
It's such a weird tournament, bro. There's way too many upsets.
Oh, too many. It's impossible to keep up with, dude.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. What else you got for me? Who's gonna win the shirt then? I think Edwin's brother is gonna end up winning the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the most projected points, and he still has all his Final Four teams. Oh,
that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I know it's not gonna be me. I'm really sad about that.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy this. Maybe you should get this one.
You should get mad. Just get mad and yell at somebody through DMs like Kevin Durant did.
Oh, God. You talk about 2 people I don't care for is Michael Rappaport and Kevin Durant, dude. Like, just 2 unbelievably unlikable, annoying people.
Wow, what do you not like about each?
They're both just loudmouths and always angry about something. And Michael Rappaport is always on the line between being racist and being woke. It's really annoying.
It's weird, right? It's really weird. How does he do that?
But he's always tipping towards racist. He hasn't gone it hasn't fallen all the way over. It's a balance, but it balances in one direction. And then Kevin Durant is just like,
bro, he's just he oozes insecurity.
And the
for
thing
someone
about
as successful of him, it's so weird.
And again, it's a made up chip on his shoulder.
Yes.
He was the most loved person in the world when he was in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
He was so loved there that a newspaper recanted a story about him.
For real, dude. You really only see that in like
nowhere,
like South American soccer or something like that.
You know how insane that is?
It's
and
crazy,
of course, people are going to give you grief. You didn't win it by yourself. You're going to go join the team. People are going to give you grief. So what?
Yeah.
Grow up, bro.
Seriously.
And you won championships, and you're still annoying. And some of that stuff, like the amount of stuff that he wrote back to Rappaport is mental illness level. Like, that's not like, oh, fuck you, though, get out of my... You know what I mean? It was...
Yeah.
Messages and messages and messages and messages. It's like, dude...
I'm telling you, the guy oozes insecurity, man. We should call him Issa Rae, because dude is mad insecure, bro. Mad insecure. He should win an Emmy or some shit.
Jesus, dude. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's something that, like, you find out, like, someone goes on a shooting spree and they go back and look at Twitter, and that's the kind of shit that they do. Like, that's serious mental illness, dude.
It's pretty
Except
scary.
he's like a fucking almost billionaire acting like a fool. Like, I don't know. Like that.
Yeah.
And I remember when you sent us the link to the tweet, and I was looking through the mentions, I was like, oh yeah, keep going, KD. I'm like, man, there's a lot of insecure freaking losers out there, bro. Like the majority of the comments were like, yeah, that's right, give it to him. Haha, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I thought, be the better man, you know what I mean? High road, no. The majority of people out there are just not good people.
Oh Lord. But he's most likely gonna win another championship this year.
And he's still gonna be angry.
He's still gonna be upset, yeah.
It's so weird, dude.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I really hope that the Heat eliminate the Nets in the playoffs, bro.
Well, yeah, of course, that'd be hilarious.
But like, not just because I'm a Heat fan, just because, bro, get these insufferable people out of them.
Yeah, already, man. Like the Heat are the complete opposite of all the people who play for the Nets. Yeah, you know what I mean?
We're fun.
You even have like Blake Griffin was out there complaining, like, "Why do people don't like me? I don't get it." Oh. Like every single person on that team is a whiner and a baby.
Seriously.
It's unbelievable.
Weird, yeah, man. And the Heat are all like fun-loving guys. Even Jimmy's fun.
Yeah.
If you work hard, like.
Or they just they just do their thing. They're not out there like crying about everything. They just go to work, dude.
Seriously, the Heat, they're like the super troopers. The Nets are like the city cops.
Yeah, they're just angry all the time and like, oh, why don't we get to have any fun?
Exactly.
And we're just over here on the side, doing dances, and everyone loves each other, hanging out,
saying meow a bunch of times. It's fun.
We gotta put that out in the universe. And
the Heat invented the video bomb in the post-game interviews. They invented that,
and they still do it.
They still do it, of course.
Like it's a tradition that carries on.
Yeah, man. And I think it's funny when I see other teams do it, and you're like, no, you guys are whack. You can't do it.
They're just copying, bro.
Exactly.
Now it's always Bam bothering Jimmy.
Exactly. Since we're talking Heat, we've been trying to name this Heat segment, doing it for the culture forever, and we never do it. We never start off, all right, guys, we're doing it for the culture. No, we just always start talking Heat. We need some imagery for that. But anyways, we're doing it for the culture, guys. Heat finally snapped that 6-game skid, was it?
Six games.
Dude, how do you, man? You start the season crappy, and then you win like 11 out of 12, and then you go on a 6-game skid. It's like, okay, we get it. Kelly Olynyk's gone. We don't have to be this streaky, bro. We don't have to be this streaky.
But that's the thing. The team, like when they play on the court, are just like that.
Yeah.
It's either, wow, this is the best team in the NBA, or we scored 12 points in a quarter. Like, that's it. Those are the only two things that they do. And it's like that Knicks game yesterday, the second quarter, you're like, this is the worst team in the NBA. That's it. That's the only thing. And then they end up blowing them out by like 20 points.
Yeah. It's insane.
Man,
it's insane.
It's
but
brutal.
We still haven't seen Oladipo.
He's out with a head cold. He's not going to play in the Pacers game either, so people are still going to have to wait. Like, I don't know. That sounds like COVID to me, bro. God. He's been out for like a week and a half with a head cold. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like you might have had COVID and you got locked down.
I mean, other teams, I think the Lakers and the Pelicans are getting their vaccines. You think the Heat are going to... I haven't heard anything about them.
The thing is, you got to remember, all these guys are in their 30s. So next week is when the vaccine opens up to 30 years old. So
that's true.
I think we all think of basketball players as like older than they are. Like you're like, yeah, that's like my dad. It's like, no, man, they're the oldest guy out there is still kind of a kid.
I don't. I've been past that for a long time.
I think overall, because like people think like, oh man, LeBron.
Yeah.
Old boy's still in his 30s. He's still 36, 37, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
like, he's not. But you think of him as like an adult for real. Like he's been living like 50, you know what I mean? Like you look at him like that. Not that you think he's 50 years old. I know
what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like I used to see him like that too, but That was a long time ago for me, bro. Like I'm older than LeBron. You know what I mean? Like I'm older than him. I don't see them like that anymore. That was when I found out LeBron was younger than me, I was like, damn, that's it. There goes my youth.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, bro. My dreams have died. I had to pivot.
Yeah, maybe just because I've just lived a very not serious life. Like even like I said, I've worked in sports forever, so I'd see other people that I work around me, the athletes. I'm like, damn, those dudes got it together, and it's like he's 27, and I'm 27 too. Yeah. It's like we're not the same level of adult. They're older than me.
Oh man, but speaking of older, Bielitsa, he's not as young as I thought he was. I thought he was like a young guy.
No, he's been in the league for a little bit. And apparently it's Bielitsa now. I'm like, I don't know anymore.
So it's not Bielitsa, it's Bielitsa?
Yeah, the Heat put out a thing where it's not like two E's in the phonetic pronunciation. It's an I.
Okay, whatever. I'm calling him Beezy. Beezy from Eastern Europe. That's his name.
Didn't do anything in the last half. He got in, got a foul on the offensive end, and then got a foul on the defensive end, and then didn't play the rest of the game.
He's still learning the system,
That's all right. Hey, you got to give him time. But still, it was not an impressive debut. Like I don't even think he got up a shot. Like that's how little time he was on the court.
Yeah, well, I think he had been struggling this season. But we'll see. It takes some guys a little bit of time to, bask in the Heat culture and all that stuff and just learn the system and everything, learn Spo. You know how it is, bro.
I'm just saying, like, it was just funny. Like, Spo put him out there and he's like, wait, no, you're not ready.
You're not ready.
Let's pump the brakes.
Yeah. He's like, nope, we're not going to lose to the Knicks. You're going to learn as you go, buddy. No, I feel you. But, yeah, man, let's hope that when Oladipo comes back or finally makes his debut with the team, it makes a big impact, man, because the offense we've seen has been struggling, dude. Real bad.
Listen, like I said on Friday's show, if Duncan showed out, I would absolutely back him. And not only do I think he had a great game, Rothstein at the end of the game was like, that's the most complete basketball game he's ever played. And that's all I'm saying.
Maybe it was the fact that, with Tyler Hero, with Duncan Robinson and some of these guys that they saw that a trade deadline coming up and they were afraid that they were going to get shipped out of the best city in the country.
They were struggling before that.
They were struggling before that, but
maybe that didn't help.
Yeah. But
the thing is, what Duncan did against the Knicks was just like I said, just be a basketball player.
Yeah.
So usually when he would make cuts to the basket, it wouldn't be at the basket. It'd always kind of be like sideways. People are like, he's not going to do shit.
Yeah.
Now he was literally going at the rim, and he was doing up and unders and making passes. And he still had some stupid fouls, but not 5 in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
He only had 14 points, but it was the best game he has played overall, and it shows because the team is better. And Tyler Hero is officially back, in my opinion. He's feeling it again. He's confident. He's actually hitting shots. So both those guys playing right is enormous. Now we just need to get the rest of the guys to start hitting some threes because, like, Trevor Ariza can't hit anything. Iguodala really can't hit anything. Kendrick Nunn has kind of been on the down. He's hurt right now. But before that, he was still a little struggling. Jimmy Butler just can't shoot threes, which makes what he does even more impressive. Like, he's not going to shoot a three, and he can still just drive at you and get an easy layup.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah. Especially in the finals last year, man. He was so money. But yeah, man, Jimmy's gonna be Jimmy. He's gonna get his. Even if he doesn't have like a huge scoring night, he's always gonna go at least double digits, and he's probably gonna get a double. He's gonna get it done on the defensive end. You know what I mean? So it's nice that we don't have to worry about Jimmy.
Bam's playing
same
confident.
goes with Bam. Yeah.
With him, it's a weird confidence thing where you could see it.
Yes.
Where if he's feeling up to it, he's just attacking, and for some reason, some nights he's just not. And he just stands and looks around and, but yeah. And listen, I love Jimmy, but enough with trying to get everyone else going first. Enough, dude. He did the thing where, like, like in the playoffs where he would just like get to the basket wide open and pass it out anyway, like 8 times. He was doing that against the Knicks, and then we were losing. And then in the third quarter, he went, "All right, fine," and scored like 12 straight points by himself. It's like, bro, just do that at the beginning, and that'll help everyone else.
Seriously, because that'll take the. I feel like if Jimmy gets going early, the other team's defense is gonna have to focus on him. That's gonna take pressure off of his teammates.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing that he does.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
Which whatever. He's a good teammate. He's just trying to get his guys going, but I think it's having the opposite effect.
Exactly, it is because they know that he's just gonna pass out. They're like, whatever. Yeah. But then you have a third quarter where literally he would just be like, all right, easy layup, bump, easy layup. Like, just do that before.
Seriously, man, I kind of wanted to talk opening weekend with the Marlins. You know what I mean? But I haven't been paying too much attention to spring training. I know Edwin has a little bit more. He's not going to be on with us today, but he'll be back Friday. Maybe we can get into that a little bit more on Friday. Our Marlins guy, Gabby Garcia, he's actually going to be at the press conference tomorrow morning where they're probably going to unveil the new name of the stadium. Can you tell me what it is, Achilles? What it's reported to be?
Lone Depot Park with a lowercase L and a lowercase P in park.
And a capital D.
It's not good.
For Derek.
For just terrible. It should be a T, bro. What? It's just such a bad name. Like
Lone
it's not
Depot?
like it's not like Michigan State's like Rocket Mortgage.
Yeah.
No, it's Lone Depot. That's the worst name. And then when they came out with that stupid statement like we're like Adidas and the first letter in our name is lowercase and Park is going to be lowercase. What are you talking about? Park is going to be lowercase.
So it's already they already came out with the official news that it's coming out that's going to be the name of the park. So maybe that's not what they're going to unveil tomorrow. Then maybe they're going to unveil something else.
I don't think maybe the Marlins have announced it. But
okay.
the news is broken today.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
All right, yeah, because we got a notification that's like, huge breaking news announcement, press conference. I'm like, all right, hey, Gabby, you want to hit this up? Go ahead. So, we'll see. We'll see what it is tomorrow morning. But
Derek Jeter sells the team.
Oh my God, that'll be ridiculous. That'll be ridiculous. But let's see. But yeah, we'll be there. Tomorrow at the press conference, we're still trying to get opening weekend credentials. I don't think those are even out yet. I don't know. But, we'll be at all the Marlins games this season. So tune in to Lemon City Live. Go to lemoncitylive.com and you'll get your Marlins spicy sports nuggies. Which we'll get into a little later. Do you have any spicy sports nuggies for us today, by the way?
No, I just wanted to talk about, Duncan playing well and Jimmy needs to not be farting around early on.
So we kind of blew the load on the spicy sports nuggies. That's okay. We can get into some cat talk, bro. Some ice cats. Ice cats.
How about injury cats, bro?
It's not like
I didn't know. I didn't know it was so bad. So Ekblad is done for the season.
Yeah.
Barkov has been in and out of the lineup for like a month now.
Mm-hmm.
Duclair got hurt today. Hornquist has been out. It's like, damn, bro.
Duclair got hurt today?
Yeah, stupid. He was flying down, and the stupid keeper tripped him, and he went flying into the boards and messed up his shoulder.
Damn it.
Yeah, dude.
I like that guy.
Whatever. They're still smoking. The Red Wings suck, so. They scored like 14 seconds into the game.
That's how you know you suck, dude. But, it is kind of cool that the Panthers that they're going through their struggles and we're not worried. That's a weird
they're
feeling.
still doing good, man. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like the only team we have trouble with is stupid Carolina. Like other than that, we got a chance against everybody.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, best team in the league. Yeah, right. They're not even the best team in Florida. We own them. It's so weird. From one season to the next, we became this perennial.
Yeah, man.
Friggin' goal-scoring team. It's
like,
awesome.
Having a competent front office obviously makes a difference. It's what's made the Heat great. It's what's changing things for the Dolphins and what's changing things for the Panthers. They bring in the GM, that's it. And he brought in like 4 guys, new team going for a Stanley Cup instead of like fighting for a playoff spot like as every other year.
Yeah, it's so great. Yeah, that slow start and then pick it up at the end of the season.
And either make it as the last seed or just miss it.
Yeah, exactly.
For like 5 straight years, that was what we're doing out here, bro.
First 4 out into the NCAA tournament. That was the part of his life, man.
They're doing that in the NBA this year. I hate that. Sorry to change the subject, but
are they? They're doing it again.
They're doing the play-in.
How they did in the bubble.
7 through 10 are going to have their own play-in tournament. Like,
why?
That's an Edwin idea. Yeah. I want that.
But why are they keeping that? It's not a shortened season.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, well.
Maybe the ratings are really good. They're like, let's try it again and see what happens.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
You know, if the ratings are showing that people are interested in it, I won't be mad at it because that just means that people are excited about it. And if people are excited about it, who the fuck am I to be like, oh no, that's stupid? You know what I mean?
Listen, it is what it is. If that's what they do, they do. It doesn't mean I'm not going to complain about it, though. Like, it was enough teams already, dude. It was already enough teams.
Yeah.
And again, that's shortened season, whatever, fine. But, like, no one wants to see that. No one wants to know what's going to be. Like, magic.
If the ratings showed it, then people do want to see it.
I don't know, man.
Especially those teams that are outside of the 8 spot.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
In the East, it's interesting because it's so close, down to
even
like down
West,
to number
dude.
10.
The West usually like the 10 seed would be like a 5 seed in the East. You know what I mean? So like for those teams, it kind of makes sense to do that.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, I already thought it was already too many teams, but listen, if it's meant to make you money, go for it, bro. Like. It doesn't actually hurt, though. Whatever.
Say what? What was that?
It's not going to like physically hurt me or affect the way I watch.
Yeah.
Go for it, man. Whatever.
Yeah. By the way, dude, Inter Miami credentials are now available, so we're gonna apply for that. We're gonna be all up in that shit with Montreal also. Montreal's playing inside the Inter Miami stadium.
I need to brush up on my Rosetta Stone, bro. Get some French going.
Oh yeah.
That team is just snake bitten. They canceled all of their preseason games this year for health and safety reasons. So everyone on that team has COVID again. That's the only. Again, that's like just like head cold.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason for you to cancel all those games unless your team is covered in COVID.
Bro, they keep having those Argentine those parties or those barbecue parties that they do, man.
Like an asado?
Yeah, though the asados, bro. They can't stay away from each other.
Oh, man. Like that team can't.
I blame Pipita.
Yeah.
I blame Pipita all the way. It's always his fault.
Well, hey, there was a video going around of him like getting hazed and singing, and he actually looked happy for the first time. I'm like, yo, 30 goals, book it, because that dude looked miserable last year. I remember I was there. I did his introductory press conference. Yeah. He was just like mean to everyone and very curt and short and just gloomy the whole time. And throughout the whole season, you saw he was always just pissed off. So maybe now he's gotten used to it. He's like, all right, I'm settling in. I know my guys. I'm hoping, because
I mean, you can imagine a guy like him, bro. He like I think it wasn't even that long ago that he led Serie A in goals.
Yeah,
like it was not that long ago.
That's what I'm saying. It was like 200 years ago.
Yeah. So to go from that to like, you know, playing MLS, which is not a super high profile league internationally, like, man, that's got to be a very big ego hit. You know what I mean?
I guess, but man, like I said, I'm just hoping that this means he's just going to be happy and he's going to drop 30 goals minimum this year. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, for sure. I hope so too, man. I hope so too. The one thing I want to see is Miami just take the league by storm and piss off a bunch of hipster ass MLS fans. Those super hipster people that are...
Because they all going to hate Miami in general. We know Miami bias is real.
Of course, they're going to hate us anyway. So
David Beckham, forget it. Like, just that combination makes you already top of the most hated teams in the league list.
100%. That's why I want to beat the shit out of all those motherfuckers.
We just gotta get it. Like, all the guys they've signed have just started to get here, which again is another worrying thing. It's like, did this same shit last year, bro, where like the team isn't there training with each other ahead of the season starting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty. How long has it been that Shawcross has been announced and he's still not in Miami? Like,
damn, he's still not here. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Panthers beat Detroit, by the way, 4-1.
Oh yeah.
Good times.
Easy.
What is he doing? Why isn't he here?
And like the Brazilian guy just got here like last week. The two Seattle guys just got back from international duty. It's like, it's like the entire defense is all new guys, and none of them have played with each other. It's like, that's not promising. Again, the offensive core is still there, which is really good, but we'll see.
Man, we'll see how these British guys do, bro. How many British guys have we signed since in the new year?
2. That's
2?
Yeah.
Only 2? I feel like there's like a handful, bro.
No, it's Kieran Gibbs and Shawcross.
I don't know why. I feel like there's a lot more. Like half of the team was replaced by British dudes that played for Stoke City or something.
Well, that's where Shawcross played forever and ever and ever. Yeah, he's a Stoke guy.
Oh man, at least I mean you know that that Palmas jersey is kind of growing on me, man.
It's so boring, bro. It's like, I don't know. I just like, if you're gonna be boring, just be boring. Don't like pretend that you did something cool when you didn't. You know what I mean?
I understand that they didn't change a lot. They just changed the little logos to palms. But I was driving, the other day, and there are a shitload of palm trees down here in South Florida, and I was just,
All right, but they like make it like prominent.
You think they should have been pink?
I don't know, just something like if you're gonna go palm tree, like go palm tree. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's just, and like I said, we've talked about it plenty. How it's not always the MLS team's fault because Adidas puts a lot of restriction on people.
Yeah,
but as you saw with, like I said, I love the new Philly one. That freaking Seattle one, the Jimi Hendrix one, is awesome. Like you can work within the parameters of what Adidas is restricting you to, and do cool stuff. Most teams just don't care. Like Colorado. It's a white and green with green trim.
Oh, like, dude, that was the most. That is the worst jersey I've seen in a long time. It is so boring.
What are you doing?
Oh my!
Like God. I don't understand why green, because there's like forests in Colorado. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it doesn't even mean anything. Like, I don't know.
I can't, bro. I can't. But I don't know, man. You know what's weird? Sticking to soccer. How the U.S. men's national team, they're doing pretty good, but the Olympic squad was just, they dropped the ball.
So the excuse everyone wants to give is like, well, the national team has all the U23 guys. Okay, that's fine. But if you look at the U23 teams that they were facing, none of them were filled with the best talent from whatever country. You know what I mean? Like that Mexico team didn't have a ton of guys that, are playing for the senior team. You know what I mean? It was just young, good players. And to me, it's a huge indictment on the MLS youth talent, because that's what they had. So all those guys are like, these are, the top 15 best young MLS players right now. And they were terrible. Terrible. It's like, because like I said, if you had Pulisic and Gio Reyna and, all those guys, they would have smoked everyone in that tournament. But that's not the situation we're in. And you need depth. And right now we don't have depth outside of those guys, because these other kids just ain't it, bro. Because
why didn't we send some of our young guys that are pulling U.S. men's national team duty?
That's a lot of people are blaming Jason Kreis on selecting a weird team and doing weird tactics and stuff. But still, like, I'm a huge Brendan Aronson guy. He came off the bench twice. Did you really need him to do that. Like, he's good at soccer. I don't think he needs to prove anything to anyone. You know what I mean? Or Daryl Dike, who has been lighting up the championship and is now being linked to Everton.
Yeah.
Played in one of those games, like
one of those Olympic games?
Yeah. No, in one of the senior, he was with the senior national team.
Yeah.
He came off the bench in one of the games. Like, if you're
so
not
you can't play for both squads?
Well, they were playing at the same time.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. If you're not gonna play the guys, then like you said, send them to the Olympic squad where they can get some tournament experience.
Games that matter.
Exactly.
We've missed 4 straight Olympics now. Like,
third or fourth.
Oh, and again, I was watching the game, and during the whole time, it was like, ooh, Real Salt Lake's this person, and FC Dallas this person, and then all the guys on Honduras team, it was like USL team, USL team, USL team. So, again, the excuse that we didn't have our A team there, it doesn't matter. These guys are supposed to be the cream of the crop of young MLS players, and they're getting smoked by USL players. You know what I mean? Like, there's no excuse, dude. It's just the talent isn't there or has been overstated.
Oh, they're lucky there's no promotion relegation in U.S. soccer then, huh?
Listen, man, let's just pretend that the Olympics don't exist. We'll focus on the team that's actually good.
Yep. So, I mean, what does this team have to do then in the World Cup to sort of put U.S. soccer where we want to be?
Listen, man, like, by the time the World Cup comes around, these guys are going to be like maybe at the oldest 25 and still in their early 20s. Yeah. So I'm not expecting much out of Qatar.
So exactly. Realistically though, like what would be okay? The U.S. soccer is back.
How about that? How about qualifying for the World Cup? For this team, after the nightmare that we've been through over the last 4+ years, just qualify and don't look like garbage. Yeah. And I'll live. You know what I mean? I won't. Obviously, you want them to do well and win games, blah, 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 whatever. But just do that bare minimum. Just qualify and don't, finish last in your group.
I don't know. I'll be happy. I think just qualifying is not enough, bro. I think they have to make it out of the group stage. That's it.
You never know on any given Sunday. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I think that's it for me. But again, that's what I expect.
Listen, after a team didn't qualify for the World Cup, I'm going to lower my personal expectations.
It's a different team, though. Pulisic is the only guy, right? Is he?
I think so. It doesn't. I'm just saying. But again, these are young guys, and because of COVID and all this stuff, they really haven't even played with each other that much. So they're going to have like a 1-year run-up of actually, hopefully, if things get back to somewhat normal, they'll have like 1 year lead-up to playing in the World Cup. And again, with the national team, which is tough, is that you play with each other for like a week, and then it's like 3 months, and then you get like 2 weeks, and then another, you know what I mean? It's hard to build that chemistry. So
it is, yeah.
A year in World Cup, whatever, international soccer time isn't a lot. You're meeting up like maybe 4 or 5 times. And again, like they're all kids, dude. At the end of the day, they can be as talented as you want, but they're still kids. They're still learning to play with each other. And then you're going to go to the World Cup and go up against, adult men who always play with each other. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude. I don't know. I just hope we spank a team like Germany. I can't stand Germany, bro.
A lot of people in Miami can't because all the Argentinians hate them with the passion of 1,000 suns.
Yeah. Which is weird because, a lot of them are German descent. So.
Or they think at least. Yeah. No, they're more Italian adjacent nowadays.
It's one or the other. It's one or the other. Definitely. Oh, dude, you got your Biscayne Bay jersey?
Oh yeah, I wore it. Remember, I did the.
Oh, that's right.
The little costume switch that I didn't think anyone could see, but apparently everyone could see.
Yeah. Oh man, that when I see shit like that, it gets me excited for U.S. Open Cup, man.
Yeah.
Even though it's going to be a little different this year, you were telling me, right?
Yeah. All right. So USL is sending 4 teams plus Tampa, I believe, and then I think yesterday, or the day before, MLS sent out a press release that like the top 5 team, like most points after a certain date, are the teams that are going to go this year. Like it was something really weird and very specific. but it's not going to be as much teams, unfortunately.
Okay. What about lower division?
I have to imagine it's not like just overall the tournament's going to be less teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Because I would like to see a team like that. Like I remember when Miami United. I mean, obviously we all remember Miami FC's run, but Miami United, like, of course, bro, of course. They're right behind. Where is it? Right Day Brigade.
Oh, bro. Dude, even these guys did it a couple of times, man.
That's right. That's right. Man, that's a sweet strikers.
It is a good one.
I gotta get on eBay, see if I can find one.
That's the only thing I got when I worked for them for half a year. That was my payment.
You got something? I entered there. I didn't get shit. Damn it. Oh well. But yeah, dude. I hope there's a local team that does something. You know, even if it's Inter Miami.
Yeah, someone.
Yeah. But I like that. I like that tournament. Like, covering it all those years, it's fun.
It is a good time.
So speaking of schedule changes, the NFL announced today they're adding another week to the schedule.
It's one of those things like, oh, we're taking away a preseason game. It's like, all right, whatever.
Okay. So you're taking away reps from guys that are trying to make a team. You're not taking away playing time from actual guys that are gonna play every week. You're adding another week to those guys.
Yeah. I don't know why you're adding another game. Like, the teams can barely make it to the end of the season.
Seriously, there's so many injuries nowadays, man. Super Bowl is going to be played without superstars one day, and they are going to regret that.
Yeah, but listen, like I said, it's technically the same amount of games, so whatever. But now no one could go 8-8. That's so boring. That was the Dolphins' thing. Like, that was our thing to avoid. You know what I mean? Like, let's not go 8-8 again. Now we can never go 8-8. That sucks.
Yeah, no, but it's not the same amount of games. It's 17 games now.
No, I meant overall. So it's not 4 preseason games and
the
regular season game. I mean, so technically it's the same amount of games overall.
Yes,
that's what I meant.
I get you. But yeah, man, look how Dana says that's how the NFL got the $100 billion TV deals, man. You know, they had to make up for some sort of revenue loss from this past season. And that's how they sold it.
Sacrificing the bodies even more. Smart move.
Yep. Yeah.
Listen, as long as the cap goes up and the average salary goes up, fine.
Yeah.
But that's not a guarantee. You know what I mean? Like, that's just going to go into Jerry Jones's pocket. Let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, he didn't even want to pay Dak.
Yeah.
Look how long it took him, bro. Dak had to sacrifice himself for that.
But yeah, I'm not it doesn't affect anything. Like, what does one more game mean? Nothing.
Nothing at all. Yeah, honestly.
Nothing. It makes no impact for fans.
Yeah.
It's just more money for the owners and for NFL and maybe the players.
Yeah.
But from a fan perspective, whatever.
And
dude.
all they are doing is whatever team, like let's say the Dolphins finished second in the AFC East, right? So they're gonna play whoever finished second in the AFC South or North or whatever, whichever conference they're gonna be matched up with that year. That's who their Week 17 opponent is going to be.
Ooh.
Yeah. They're like, all right, cool.
16 games was already a lot to watch.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot. But I wonder how are they gonna balance it out? Like, every year, one team is gonna have more home games than away games than another.
Look at this.
That doesn't make sense to me. That seems like an unfair advantage.
But it's more money in their pockets, so again, they don't care.
I guess so.
Like I said, the real casualty here is the 8-8. It's very sad.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Dennis makes a good point.
Right. More things that no one cares about, except for people who make money.
Except for people who live in London. That's it. They're like, yes.
You think there's 5 guys in the like, oh my God, we're getting an extra game. Like,
every single American that lives in London is super stoked. Every single one. Even if they weren't like football fans when they lived in the United States, you know, just the fact that something American is going
get
over
some
there.
Americana in their life.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Like, it's the whole thing is like I said, expanded playoffs, adding one game to your season. Like, who cares, dude? Like, we know it's just a money grab. Don't even like the season should just start and like we get the schedule and we're like, oh, there's a 17th game. Okay. Like, don't make a big deal about it like anyone gives a shit. Oh, hey, look, there's more people in the playoffs this year. All right, whatever.
Yeah. Are they adding another playoff spot?
I
how they did this year?
I'm assuming so. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like,
Dennis
like
says
again, no. All right.
Dennis says no.
That won't last.
No. Eventually, you know they're gonna expand that too.
Of course.
NFL's not gonna stop until it's year round.
I don't like football that much.
Yeah, every year after the Super Bowl, people are like, "Oh no, I gotta wait till August to get my NFL," and I'm like, I'm always like, kind of not relieved, but I'm like, okay, cool, and now I can focus on NBA.
Yeah, because it dominates everything, man.
Yeah, dude. When it's NFL season, like, listen to our show during NFL season. It's like 45 minutes of NFL and like 15 minutes of something else, of everything else.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Worst. It's so tiring. How many times can we talk about Tua? No more.
Oh, and when we were doing it daily, oh goddamn.
Oh, that was brutal.
That was brutal.
Like, I don't think we've ever disliked each other as a trio more than having to like consistently go at each other about stupid Tua and stupid Dolphins every single day.
Dude, yeah, our biggest arguments were on the radio. And it was because we were just tired of hearing each other make the same points over and over again.
Maybe we're just bad at it.
No, bro. We're awesome. Come on. We're great.
You couldn't hack it. It was like, I don't know what else to say.
We're the Marvel Universe, bro. We're not DC.
We're not DC.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Yeah, our universe is much...
2 snaps, a twist, and a kiss.
There we go. That's us.
See, we like side characters like Doctor Strange. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, we have a shitload.
Where everyone else is like, oh, Superman, Batman, oh, Superman, Batman. Exactly, dude.
No, bro, you gotta have a La Sucia, right? You gotta have a Zane. They'll make an appearance eventually.
President Obama.
Mike President Obama. Yeah, Mike Tyson. Well, no.
Aluminum Mike.
Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna get Aluminum Mike on here. That's gonna be difficult. Him and Obama. Yeah.
That's we're getting into a sketchy area. Maybe we're not gonna. They're gonna retire.
They'll call in. We'll find a way to make that happen. Bro, Taylor, you said that last week, man. We're not gonna reenact it every time.
He just wants to kiss another guy.
He does.
That's what it comes down to.
Well, just
deep
give
in
us
his
a hug.
heart.
What's wrong with hugs, bro? Whatever happened to the bro hug? Whatever happened to that?
COVID happened.
That's true.
Ruined the way men can show affection to each other.
Seriously, man. Now it's just fist bumps. But now you're fist bumping everybody. It's not the same. Like, I fist bump grandmas and stuff like that, you know? Like, come here, old lady. I'm gonna fist you.
Don't touch me.
Yeah. I don't want to kill you, old lady. Dude, there's not... Aside from all the... We already talked all the trades last week.
Yeah.
Nothing else has happened. So, I don't know, man. That was a quick show.
Like I said, it comes down to who you want, which receiver you want. Because
that's true. Do you want to get into that a little bit?
Yeah, we can. Like I said, at most, one of those receivers is going to be off the field. No more than. There's going to be minimum 4 quarterbacks gone.
Yeah.
And then it's whoever Cincinnati drafts. You know what I mean?
Dude, I love that 1 through 4, except for the number 1 pick, I feel like the rest of them are gonna. No, I like the BYU kid, but the other 2, I feel like people are gonna waste their picks on a guy that's not gonna be their franchise quarterback.
Every year, there's a bunch of guys who don't need to.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just that's the number one position. You got to
Yeah.
shoot your shot, bro. You can't not shoot your shot. You know what I mean?
And what sucks is that, like, sometimes you look at a guy or you see him play, you're like, man, this guy's gonna suck. But what if he doesn't? I kind of have to take the risk. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's Josh Allen, dude, because he was terrible at Wyoming. Terrible.
Yeah.
But people were like, he got the tools. Maybe
and
he wasn't
that great. He wasn't that great his rookie season either.
And people were like, all right, just let's see what happens. And it clicked. Mm-hmm. And now the guy is unstoppable.
Yeah. Oh man, but that's lemon booty, bro.
Listen, I'm just glad the Dolphins aren't in that position.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
However you feel about Tua, he's the guy. We'll see what happens. We're not like, oh god, do we take Justin Field? Do we take Mac Jones? Oh no. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, I saw that. The people were like, yeah, that's not our problem this year. We don't got to deal with that.
We're looking at receivers. Do we want Do we want the skinny Heisman one or the big one?
Do you want
which one of these receivers?
Do you want the big one? Do you want the skinny one? Do you want the fast one, or do you want the hurt fast one?
Exactly.
That's what we're doing here.
Yeah. Or do you want the one that's technically not a wide receiver, but he's the best one out of all of them?
With the big one. That's the one I was thinking was the big one. The big one's Kyle Pitts. The skinny one is Devonta Smith. Yeah. The fast one is Jamar Chase, and then the injured fast one is Waddle. Those are your options.
Dude,
for me, stay away from the injured guy. I don't care if he has a higher roof than everyone else. I'm done drafting injured players.
Yeah, no more. Can't
especially
take
the Dolphins, who all their receivers are already injury prone. You don't need that.
Exactly. And his name is Waddle. Like, that guy's gonna be injured. It's in his name. He's gonna waddle forever.
He is cursed.
He's cursed, bro.
And then Jamar Chase, he's one of those guys that opted out.
He's got a great name for a wide receiver, Chase.
Yeah. But he was great with that last year with what's Tiger King's name, bro? I can't even think of his name anymore. Quarterback from LSU. What's his name?
Oh, Burrow.
Yeah. So when he played with Joe Burrow, he put up bananas numbers, but took last year off, which worries me.
Yeah.
Again, and then everyone's crying about, Devonta Smith is skinny. It's like, who cares, bro? If you're good at football, you're good at football.
Exactly. It's not like he was out there playing against high school kids. He played in the SEC, dude. He played in the SEC. There's monsters on the other side of him.
And he can continue to grow. You know what I mean?
And he will, dude. There's been plenty of guys that have done exactly what he did.
And me and you showed that, he's skinny, obviously, but it's not he's around the same size of all the really good receivers in the NFL right now.
Exactly.
Except a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
He puts 10 pounds on. There you go, dude. He's gonna be fine. Exactly. For me, I like him and Pitts. For me.
Me too. I mean, well, I don't know. Chase wouldn't.
I'm not again.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not going to be upset that you get a guy who was obviously awesome a year ago. You know what I mean?
Dude, Speed, did you watch any of pro days? Any pro days at all? Did you watch Auburn's or Canes?
I see the things on Twitter. It's like, oh, this guy ran a 4.4. Oh my god,
dude. No, what's this guy's name? The defensive lineman.
Jalen Phillips.
Dude.
Yeah,
that guy can book it, dude.
He's a freak. And we need a defensive end. As soon as we got rid of all the defensive ends on the team, I was like, one of those guys is going to get drafted by the Dolphins for sure.
Yeah, for sure. He'll probably go 18 to Miami.
And if we don't get him, then Rousseau's out there. And I believe there's a third one that's pretty high up on draft boards.
Nice.
Yeah, and I saw
it's going to be interesting, man.
Yeah. Justin Fields ran a 4.4 too.
Yeah.
So now you'll start seeing, everyone was on Zach Wilson's jock. Now that they saw that 4.4 speed, they're like, oh, damn it. Can we pass that up?
I think you kind of have to, man. That's not what you look for in a quarterback, dude.
What's his butt? Lamar Jackson won a freaking the MVP. Josh Allen wasn't a good thrower. He was just a freak athlete. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And Justin Fields is better than Josh Allen was in college. You know what I mean?
And he did it against better competition.
So, like I said, I'm all about, Zach Wilson, give the school guy a chance.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hard to give up a freak athlete who has performed on a much more difficult level.
Yeah.
Not that they won any important games. Obviously, they didn't win any championships or anything, but that's just Ohio State. They're not going to win anything ever again. After stealing one from UM, bro, they're cursed.
No, they won after that. They won the first playoff,
and then that was it for them.
That was it.
Because they are just, to me, that's like who is it? Ohio? No, they're not. They're not. And then again, and also they have a terrible track record with QBs. I don't know if the history of that school is affecting him, but yeah,
yeah. That is true. They do have a terrible track record with QBs, and they could have kept Joe Burrow, and he would have won a Heisman for them.
He wasn't good enough to play there.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you doing, bro?
Exactly.
Whenever that kind of thing happens, I'm like, what were they looking at? How is that possible? That the person who had maybe one of the greatest, or statistically the best year a quarterback has ever had in the history of college football wasn't good enough to get on your field?
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. Football is so weird to see things sometimes. You could be
to judge the talent.
Yeah, it's so weird to judge talent. Sometimes it's clear cut, and then the guy makes it into the NFL, and you expect him to be the best thing since sliced bread, and maybe he's just pretty good. You know what I mean?
Or maybe nowhere in sports do small school guys do better than the NFL.
That's true.
2 or 3 years after a draft, it's always a bunch of fifth round guys who were infinitely better than the majority of the first round guys. And they all go to West Mississippi Valley State or, whatever 4-directional school. And they always end up being really, really good. It's this offensive lineman went to Watford. And you're like, what? Hofstra. What are you talking about, bro?
How does that work? I wonder if it's like a diva mentality kind of thing where the guys that go to the big schools just don't have that work ethic once it gets to the point where the talent levels out.
Is evil. Yeah, maybe. It's weird, dude. It's just, like I said, especially NFL. Every once in a while, a guy in the NBA will sneak in from a weird school. You're like, what? Yeah. How did he slip through the cracks? But in there, it's mostly because you only have to go for 1 year. So they're going to the big school to make sure everyone sees them. We're moving on. Hopefully we'll see that. Maybe that'll change. We'll see some more small school guys now that everyone's going to different schools in basketball. Yeah,
man. And you see, because I think all these kids are starting to come to the realization that you're gonna be one and done. It doesn't really matter where you go to school, because if you can lead your team on a deep tournament run, and also highlights are everywhere. If you have a sick ass game, it doesn't matter where you play. Every game is on ESPN3. If you have a crazy highlight, it's gonna make SportsCenter. Yeah,
like John Morant. I can't even remember the name of the school that he went to.
I don't remember.
It's a school I've heard of.
Yeah.
And I remember that season Auburn opened against them. And he almost beat them single-handedly. That Auburn team went to the Final Four. And he went out there and almost smoked them by himself.
Damn.
And he blew up.
He's nasty.
He was at a small school that no one really cares about. But like you said, especially with the internet, dude, you jam on one person, someone's going to see it. Somebody's going to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Just I forget, who's the kid that came out of Bama?
Colin Sexton.
Yes. Dude, there was that one game where everybody fouled out and they were playing 3-on-5.
Yeah. And he was still doing really good.
Yes. I was like, I was watching that game how is this possible? This kid's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh. There you go. Everybody knew about Zion since he was a freshman in high school. Didn't have to go to Duke. Exactly. He could have gone anywhere.
The one and done thing is dumb.
And that's what a lot of these guys, like I said, they're coming to that realization, and they are purposely making a decision to go to HBCUs, which is a big deal for those schools because that's going to bring a lot of revenue to those schools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think, man, that's something that a lot of these big schools are afraid of, and I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do something drastic to prevent something like that from happening.
You're like NCAA is going to come up with weird random rules. If you're a top 100 recruit, you have to at least go and visit Duke.
Something like that, man. Something like, bro, dude, like Georgia
Duke,
voter laws.
So UNC, Duke, and North Carolina or whatever, like 8 schools are going to be allowed to pay players.
Yeah, Kentucky. Oh Lord. And then they'll hire what's his coach? What's the coach of Iona?
Rick Pitino.
Patino, there we go. Then he'll be like, "Oh, all right, it's not cheating
I'm
anymore."
back, baby.
He's like, "Good, because I've been paying these Iona guys for years already." How do you think we made it to the tournament?
You know what sucked was this past year, the G League was supposed to start doing that thing where you could skip college and they'd let you play in the G League for a year and pay you, and then you could go into the draft. But I think COVID and everything, like it kind of blew that whole thing up because they canceled the G League. But I would have liked to see that because, like, the guys going to Australia, like American guys going and playing overseas instead of college hasn't worked yet for whatever reason. Plenty of overseas guys come here and they're great, but no big player has been able to go out there, and like maybe Ben Simmons, and that's it. But I'm pretty sure he's from out.
Yeah, he's originally Australian.
I'm talking about Mitchell Robinson, the guy that was for the Knicks, who was starting to play well and unfortunately got hurt. He was one of the first guys to be like, "I'm not going to college, bro. That's dumb. I'm gonna go hang out in Europe for a year." And he came back.
Haslam played in Europe.
Yeah,
Haslam. Yeah.
I thought he got drafted and was always with the Heat.
No. He played at UF. I think he did a year or two in Europe, and then he got drafted by the Heat.
There you go. Yeah, but UD's UD.
Exactly.
You can't expect that. Everyone's not built like that. Have you seen that video where he was on
undrafted?
Okay. So did you see a video? He was on the podcast with Matt Barnes and I think it's Steven Jackson. And they brought up Paul Pierce saying how when Paul Pierce said he had a better career than Dwayne Wade. UD was like, I haven't let that go. He said, like, if we ever bump into each other, I'm gonna have to fight him. Like he literally,
I love that guy, bro.
He's like, I can't let that beef go. You can't be saying stuff like that. He literally said, he's like, we could be old men, retired, and if I see him in a store, I'm gonna have to talk to him, and we might fight.
Oh man, I love Udonis Haslam, bro. That guy's awesome.
He's insane, dude. I love that guy. Just stop taking up a roster spot. That's the only complaint I have.
Yeah, just pay him as a coach. He'll still be there.
Exactly. Or just, he doesn't even have to be a coach. Just pay him to hang out. and just like yell at people and like talk to the young player. You know what I mean? Like, just keep him around, but free up a roster spot. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Exactly. All right, man. I think it's about that time, dude.
All right.
You all right?
I can do another 3 hours, bro. You know me.
Yeah, we've done it. We've done it. But I don't think there's that much more to talk about, honestly.
Yeah, we hit it. We got to everything.
We did.
Because we're good at our jobs. Well, it's not really a job because we don't get paid, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you mean.
Whatever it is we do, we're good at it.
Yet, Achilles.
Yet. Maybe today there's no Heat game. We're going to get discovered. This is it.
Today's the day
we blow up, baby.
That's right. Oh man, you know, I have been sliding in those DMs, you know, all these people, corporate sponsorships that we're trying to get. So one of them will hit.
As long as it's not Loan Depot, that's whack.
Honestly, I don't give a shit, bro. If they want to shoot us some money, I'm about it. This will be the Loan Depot happy hour with
everything lowercase.
Yeah.
Or do it like in like the style of like the SpongeBob tweets where it's every other letter.
Yeah. No, I want it to look like a ransom note.
There we go.
Oh man! All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with us today. Edwin will be back on Friday, hopefully. We'll be getting our drink on with our Friday night happy hour. We're gonna have some guests on Friday as well.
Guests with an S?
Probably, yeah.
This is a fancy show.
It is a fancy show.
People are clamoring to get on this show. We have guests.
100%.
Multiple guests, bro.
Yeah, dude. If you ever happen to miss a show, or if you missed the beginning or whatever, podcast it up, baby. Just go wherever you get your podcast, iTunes, Spotify, wherever. We are everywhere.
Subscribe, rate, review.
Yes.
Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, 5 Reasons, YouTube. Everywhere. Just like us everywhere. Why not?
That's right.
It's free.
Right. It is free. It is free. Yet.
Yeah. Take it in now, because there's going to be a paywall real soon, you suckers.
Oh, God. All right, guys. Thanks very much. Have a good night.